Hi, so I wanted to show you my latest UK legal EDC, which I'm really, I think I've got dialed in now. It's a really small pouch. I've not got the biggest hands, but you can see it's pretty small. It's actually the Viperade VA18S. It's my first Viperade pouch actually, and I'm pretty impressed with them. Seems really well made. Bit of Velcro there for a morale patch. So I think I've got loads of bases covered with this kit. Firstly, these are quite common. For writing, I've got the O-Pen, O-Lights O-Pen, really lightweight, little bolt action, very fidgety. Just about long enough to write with comfortably. I have also bought the O-Pen 2, which is a little bit longer and has an everlasting pencil that pops out of the top there, and it's lovely, but for this particular kit it's a little bit long, so I've got that in another one. But yeah, so that's writing taken care of. Then I've got this Heine Haynes edition Real Steel Luna. I've modded this a little bit with a bead and some paracord tied in a, I think that's called a snake knot. I've also added this thumb stud because it makes it one finger opening, and it's a lovely knife. This D2 steel, UK legal, non-locking and under 3 inches, G10 scales, just a lovely knife. So there's that, so that's writing and cutting. On the back here, again, these are really common. The little Knipex Cobra XS Mini. So, because I'm not carrying a multi-tool with pliers on, they're really cool. I really like these. They're really lightweight and take care of the sort of plier position. Now, I'm not too bothered about, well, I don't really want to be using nice tools to pry open a can of paint or scratch something off, so I've just got this little cheap pry bar, just literally for scratching and prying, and doesn't weigh much at all, really handy. I don't carry a torch in this kit because I carry a little O-light on my keychain, on my car keys, so I've always got one of them on me anyway. And this one I've been quite impressed with. This is the Bibbery Keychain EDC mini pocket tool. It's got a lot of things that you wouldn't normally perhaps have. So firstly, they're all non-locking but clicking nicely. There's a glass breaker there, sort of carbon tipped glass breaker, and because it centralises there, it's not going to fold up on you if you need that. So a sort of a rescue tool glass breaker. It has here probably the least useful tool, but I've tried it out and it does work. It's like a belt cutter, cord cutter, cut a seat belt, something like that. Strap cutter, there's the word. I always need things to cut straps actually, because I do building work and whatnot, and I'm always going into the DIY store and perhaps need 2 pieces of wood, and they're always in packs of 4 or 6 and have plastic straps around them. And you're allowed to separate them, but they don't give you any, buy them individually, but they don't give you any means to do it. Anyway, also on here, and it comes with a couple of spare blades, is a scalpel. A surgical scalpel. So you can just take that off and change it. And finally, where has it gone? This is pretty useful. You've got a really nice little nail file and a package opener, which is actually that's razor sharp. But then, as I said, I've already got pliers, and the sort of party trick of this one is these shears. I mean, they're sort of more like tin snips and scissors. They're absolutely beast scissors. I've tried them out on all sorts of various materials, and they've just chopped through absolutely everything. They make paracord seem like it's made of paper. So they're really good actually, and you can pick these. I got mine in the sale. I think it was about £16. I've seen them as low as £12.99, but they're currently going for about £20. There's a different variant that's got pliers instead of scissors, and it comes in black or silver. So, oh, also there is actually another hidden thing on it here, which is a pair of tweezers. I think the quality is pretty good on this for the price of it. I really like it. It's weighty actually, which you could say is a bad thing, but it's reassuringly weighty. Quite simply made, so all these big bolts look chunky and strong. Yeah, the only small problem I had with it was it was sticking like that a little bit. Just that little fixing there was a tiny bit tight. I just loosened it half a turn and it works perfectly now. The spring loaded, as you can see, this spring assisted these. So yeah, no, I think it's really good. So with this kit now, I've got prying, writing, cutting, gripping, glass breaking, tweezers, strap cutting, parcel opening, fine scalpel blade, all in this little kit here. And actually, when it does go back in, what I haven't put in here yet that I will do is just things like, a band-aid, a glasses wipe, a little bit of paper to leave a note on. There's still actually, I normally tuck my little lanyard in there, but there's actually another pocket in there still. That's what I'm going to put some paper and whatnot in. I have the little pry bar in there. And yeah, there's still loads of space actually in it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be carrying at the moment on a regular basis. I do have another kit that is a little bit more comprehensive. He says as he tries to find it. Here it is. So this one is a bit more comprehensive, and I use this one if I'm not driving, because my torch is on my car keys. So in this one, this is the Maxpedition Mini Pocket Organiser. Some glasses wipes in there. Again, this is really cool. I do have a little, blind you all, little torch there. I think that's a true utility one from Go Outdoors, about £8. The Hoto screwdriver. Sorry, it helps if I get it on camera. So yeah, with all the bits and everything, it's again available on Amazon. I've seen these go from about £12 in the sale. These are brilliant, by the way. Magnetically held in, loads of bits if you haven't seen them. Rotate. That magnetically holds in. Just put the bit in the end. It's just brilliant. Superb tool. This little Gerber, I think it's called the Chunk. The G10 scale. It's got the obligatory bottle opener, the pry bar, nail puller, and a flathead screwdriver. So I carry a slightly bigger pry bar in this kit. That's just a Right in the Rain pad by Combat UK. Here is that other Olight pen, the Olight O Pen 2. £12 I think I paid for this. It's absolute steal. So it's got the bolt action going that way to open the pen, and the bolt action going the other way to put this little everlasting pencil, which it comes with a couple of spare nibs, but they last for ages apparently. It writes pretty good, just like a pencil really. It's slightly fainter than maybe equivalent to about a H3 or something, but really good. I'm very impressed with it. And then I've got this Svard peasant knife, which I'm a big fan of because it's obviously non-locking UK legal one, really like kind of blacksmith feel made, but because of this great big sort of tang on the back, I suppose you'd call it, when it's closed and you hold it, it's as good as locked really, because you hold, you know what I mean, you're holding it closed. I like that a lot. And they do a more premium one in like wooden handles, but this is a sort of plastic one. I think it's that indestructible poly something or other. The stuff that Cold Steel always use. But really, really strong. Yeah, Svard peasant knife. I think I got that off Heine Haynes. A gear tie. That is just as useful for tying anything down. And then the the best thing in here is this little Next Tool mini flagship, just absolutely superb because it covers me for scissors, as well as pliers. And then on the outside you've got various things. So there's a 2D screwdriver Phillips, a file with a little pry screwdriver on the end, whatever you want to use it for. Sharp little non-locking knife. Obviously in the UK we've got these really strict knife laws, so we can only carry things like this. Can opener, bottle opener, so loads of things there going on as well. So yeah, this is the slightly bigger kit that I'll take if I'm not taking my car keys, because I've got a few bits attached to my car keys as well, as I say, like a torch. But this is a lovely little pouch as well, and not dead expensive. It's good in the pocket because it's got this handle as well, so you can just pull it out. But you can see by comparison it is reasonably about an inch bigger, about the same kind of thickness and width, roughly a quarter of an inch maybe wider. So you feel this in the pocket a bit more, but you get more in it. But yeah, my two current kits that I'm using when I'm out and about.